This might sound crazy. I think the biggest thing's just been his confidence. I think he was a confident guy going in, but until you've actually done it, you don't know. You don't know if you can do it or not. And his confidence has grown. He's taken the hits. He's responded. He's fought back. He's played well for us. But I think that's the biggest thing. He's becoming more comfortable recognizing defenses and seeing what's happening to him and knowing how to respond. But he's still young. Every day's a new day for him in a lot of ways.
Lawrence mentioned that not only his toughness, but the way that he leads and commands the huddle. He probably knew about the arm talent and all that stuff. Has that been a pleasant development in the way that he's been able to lead?
I saw the leadership in him fairly early. I didn't know about the toughness, to be honest with you. And it's hard to lead if you're not a tough guy. Just the physical toughness is one thing, but the mental toughness is another. I've never been around a good leader that wasn't a mentally tough person. He's still learning to lead. He's still learning how to lead a football team. There's a lot of things involved in being a quarterback at this level other than just what you do on Saturday on the field. And he's still developing that way. But obviously, he's had a great start to his career with what he's done this season.
Do you think he knew, that is a weird question, do you think he knew coming into the season how tough he was, and even physically, some of the hits he's taken?
Well, he kept telling me he was, But as I was telling somebody a little bit earlier, we don't hit our quarterbacks in practice, so you didn't see him respond to it. His senior year at IMG, he didn't get a hit a whole lot, so you didn't see it at that point. So you really had to go back to his junior year in high school to see him taking those hits and responding. And there's a difference between taking them in high school and taking them in the ACC.
He's very stoic and very serious with us. Is that kind of his personality?
He tries to be, and I don't know if stoic's the right term, but he has a poker face. There's no question about that, and he's not gonna let you see too much of his emotion until he's ready to do it.
Michigan, one of, if not the best defense that you'll face this season. What have you seen from them on film? What impresses you most about what they do?
Well, first of all, they got 10 seniors, so they're very mature. The mental toughness, the physical toughness we were talking about. 10 seniors starting on the defensive team is pretty rare at this day and age, to say the least. Their one junior was in New York for the Heisman Trophy ceremony, so he's obviously a good player. They've got really good players. They got a really good scheme. Coach Brown has been around a long time, knows his scheme, has obviously done a great job teaching it. They've bought in. And then the way they play offense, too, they're not out trying to run 80, 90 plays, which puts the defense on the field a lot. They understand trying to win games as a team. The offense does their part, the defense does their part, and then they try to do their part in the kicking game, and it all fits together. And they've been very successful at it this year.
You're familiar with Coach Brown from Boston College. Do they look similar? Has he changed?
They very, very similar. Changed uniforms, a little more man-to-man now than what they were at Boston College, but they were still a lot of man at Boston College. But the amount of man-to-man has probably increased with some of the fire zones and things like that. Has probably gone down a little bit, but you still see a lot of the same things.
How does Francois' toughness resonate with the team? Because one thing, for one player to get hit when your quarterback gets hit time and time again, you keep getting them and showing that result. That's got to trickle down.
Well, yes, it does trickle down, and especially when a guy is respected for the way he works and things like that. Toughness without intelligence doesn't always get you where you want to go. And he obviously has the intelligence, he has the toughness, and when he just keeps responding and does it without pointing fingers, that makes guys want to play that much harder for him, I think. And that's the essence of leadership, is being able to affect people in a positive way, or the way you want it to affect them. And he definitely does that.
Didn't even rallying that team that first game, the way he was able to take that hit and then rally you guys in the second half, did that already kind of give him credibility? And maybe because that first start, you don't really know if you're a teammate?
Well, no question. I think the way he responded to some of the hits he took in that Ole Miss game, because he got hit hard. He got hit fairly often there for a while in that one. And to just keep getting up, keep making plays, keep standing in there to the last minute to make the throw, I think especially once people saw the film and saw what he was doing, it made them believe even more.
What has Dalvin meant to this offense, and what is so unique about his skill set?
Well, DeAndre's done a great job. Travis has done a great job, but there's no question our offense runs through Dalvin. When he has a good game, we win. If he struggles a little bit, it seems like it's, or I say he struggles. If we struggle getting him going and getting him making plays for us, it affects us. So he's the bell cow. He's the one guy that can hit home runs from anywhere on the field. And whenever you got a guy that can outrun everybody else on the field, at running back, it's special. He gives you an eraser, as I call it, or a lot of coaches, he can erase mistakes by other people in one play. And guys that change the numbers on the scoreboard, or everybody loves linemen and everything else, but when you get guys that can change the numbers on the scoreboard at any time, they affect games.